and welcome to Patty Knits and Spins. I'm Patty. You can find me on Ravelry as Patty Sand, on Instagram as PattySand631. I have a group, Patty Knits and Spins podcast, so please come and join me. Today is November 14th, 2014, and this is episode 44. Wow, yak sure is soft. On today's show, I will be talking to you about some administrati, some works in progress, some stitching, spinning, blending board fun, and whatever else crosses my mind. So, sit back, relax, grab your beverage of choice. Water for me. Your craft of choice, and let's chat. Some administrati this week. If you haven't noticed, on the group board, I have opened up a November finish along. So whatever you finish, put it into the finish thread with a picture. I do ask that you be a member of the group, and it is for a $10 or less giftable pattern on Ravelry. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be doing those since I've got the hospital bill and I just about fainted. So, yeah. And I'm hoping that insurance pays a whole bunch. Crossing fingers. I also... that's all I wanted to say in administrati. This last 2 weeks have been really nice. I did try to record 3 different times, and each time something happened and I didn't like how it turned out. One was over 15 minutes of Alaska fun facts and hardly any knitting at all, so I figured that one wasn't going to work. So anyway, that's why there was no podcast last week. But you're here for the knitting, so let's get on with the knitting. In my Stockinette Zombies bag, I have the November stripe socks. These are Light My Fire by 3U's Twisted in Fiber in their cashew base, which is 80-10-10, 80% superwash merino, 10 nylon, 10 cashmere. I am knitting these on a size 1, 2.25 millimeter. I tried to do the rounded toe this time and it didn't work, so I'll have to, of course, do it again and then find a different toe. So I started with 8, increased to 64, and I just finished the Fish Lips Kiss heel last night. So, here it is again. I like this yarn. It's nice and soft. It's too bad they're not dyeing again. The red is leaking a little bit, so I have some shout catchers. I'm going to put the shout catcher in there plus vinegar for the first wash, so hopefully the white won't get too much in it. The next thing on the needles is I had to change bags. I had to put the Hito Fukatsu in the in the Silver Shed USA bag. I am using Brown Sheet Company Cotton Fine, which is 80 cotton, 20 merino wool, and this is the Hito Fukatsu, which I already said, sorry, by Hito Fukatsu. I really am enjoying this knit. And I got quite a bit done. I was going to put this aside and finish another project and then pick this one back up, but I got kind of bored with the other project, so I went ahead and re-picked this back up again. So this last 2 weeks, let me get this all straightened around here. The orange, where'd it go? The orange Dicky Doo is where I was the last time you saw it, so I was able to finish and do the sleeves, and I am now on the back. Oh, here's the second sleeve here, and I have 7 more repeats of the pattern to do, and then this should be finished. So I'm hoping to get this finished in the next week or 2, but it also might set aside for a little bit because I do this more than the other project, and I really need to get the other project done because it's almost done. And the other project, of course, is the Wink. by Hannah. Uh-oh, I didn't bring the pattern in. Oh yeah, I did. It's all the way at the bottom. Okay, not that one. This one. By Hannah, Maciejewska. That's really hard to see, I know. I'm sorry. And this one I am doing it on with Beaver Slide Dry Goods in the charcoal colorway. It is 90 merino, 10 mohair. Sorry. I am using a size 8, which is is that a 5 millimeter? Yes, I believe it's a 5 millimeter. So, I have that dicky-doo shows how much I got done. I went ahead and stopped the back when I ran out of the ball, and then decided to do the sleeves. So I have one sleeve completed with the pretty cable border. I am on the second sleeve and just going to be starting the cable. And here's the front. I have 108 grams left of one ball, 15 grams on another ball, and when I'm done with this, I'll have 20 grams of this ball left. So I should be able to get a really long, warm cardigan. And I like this cardigan because there's no buttons. So it just kind of hangs there. So it'll be nice to wear around the house in the cold winter days. So this is living in my Knitting's My Bag sweater bag. Nice big one. So that is all that I have on the needles this week. I have no finished objects. Again, I'm sorry. I did help a friend out with a hat that I need to get to her, but I didn't knit all of it. Someone had started it for the charity that she's doing, and I just finished it up. So that's really my only finished object. Knitting-wise. Stitching-wise, though, I finished the Once Upon a Time fairy tale for November. So as you see, it is Little Red Riding Hood and the Wolf. I've only got one more month to go, and then it's done. So I'm really looking forward to that. And this empty space is supposed to be the date, so I'm going to put the date, and I'm also going to put my initials. I just haven't decided what color I want to do yet for that. But this has been fun. I finished it the first full week in November. I had it done. So, yay! I'm just waiting for that to come for December, and then that will be done. Spinning. I did do some spinning this week. I left the bobbin out. I had started the second half of the Rambouillet by Never Enough Time. And I can't remember the colorway now. And it's all the way in the living room, and I'm in the craft room, so I guess we won't know. Maybe I'll put it down in the show notes if I do show notes this week. So I did do some spinning, I would say maybe a half an hour in the last 2 weeks. I've been knitting like a fiend because I haven't been feeling really well. I've been having some more pain issues, but nothing that's, it's going to be there for a while until I completely heal. So, blending board fun. This is actually future blending board fun and purchases rolled into one. This week I went to Northern Threads, which is a quilting and yarn store here in town, and I picked up some yak fiber. Just like, I cannot believe it. Let me see where the card went to. I had it. Here we go. I weighed it, and it's 3.6 ounces of the yak down. Take a little bit out here. At least I want to take a little bit out here. There we go. This is incredible. It's almost like, I don't know, like cotton fluff. It's just fluff. So here we go. You can see that. But this stuff also has no staple length at all. I mean, none. It was probably pretty hard to see, but there's just none there. So what I'm going to do is take this to the blending board. I'm going to add this Corriedale oatmeal that I have to help stabilize it. And I'm also going to put the Kiviat in it also. Since there's only 1 ounce of this Kiviat, I figured that would be a really good mixture with the yak and the Corriedale. So this is what's going to be next on the blending board, but it might be a while before I do this because I still have those other things that I've taken off the blending board, the Malabrigo, New Bay, and the Archangel colorway to spin. I'm also not going to add any sparkle whatsoever to this. I just want the yak, the Corriedale, and the Kiviat mixed together. So it should be a very interesting spin, I think. Hopefully. We'll see. Hopefully it won't drive me crazy. It also I might have to, there we go, spin it on spindles because I'm almost afraid the wheel will go too fast and pull it out of my hands and ruin it. So I think I'm going to spindle spin this stuff. So it'll be very, very interesting. Looking around here, I have nothing else for you this week. Sorry it was so short, and sorry that there was none last week. Like I said, I tried several different times and it didn't work. I will say, for the Alaska fun fact this week, is here in the interior we're a little concerned. There hasn't been any real cold weather yet. It hasn't gone down to 0 or lower, but we also don't have hardly any snow cover. We need the snow cover to protect our pipes from freezing because the snow cover helps insulate when it gets bitterly cold. Several years ago we had an issue with it also where we had hardly any snow and everybody's sewer in town froze up, and ours did too. It took 2 weeks before we could get someone out to thaw the line so that we would have a bathroom again. And I'm really hoping that that doesn't happen this year. Because it's not fun having to run someplace to go to the bathroom. And taking a shower was alright for me because I was a member of a gym, but I'm not anymore. So I might have to either go to my parents or go to my grandmother's because hopefully my grandmother's place won't freeze up. But yeah, it's kind of scary because I don't want that again. I mean, it's miserable. Absolutely miserable. So, that's not a fun fact, but that is a fact of life living here in the interior. Cold temperatures, frozen lines, not fun. But, so, I'm going to cross our fingers that that doesn't happen this year. Anyway, I think that's about it, guys. So, I will leave you with my parting comment. Whatever you craft, I hope you craft it to your heart's content, and I hope to see you guys next week. Bye. Hi, I just watched it through, and I want to say I'm really sorry about all the crinkling. I didn't realize how loud that was. So from now on, I will try not to crinkle so loudly. Okay? Alright.